Guys, I just have to come right out and say it. Nina Drama and Sean Strickland are going to end up together. There's just no other way to put it. Like, they write movie scripts about what is actually happening in real life with these two. Now, a lot of you out there, you're doing the wrong thing. A lot of you are accusing them of cheating on their respective partners and spouses and boyfriends and whatever. But you're missing the big picture. You're missing what's actually going on here, which is even more poetic. It's even more interesting. It's even more juicy. And I'm going to be spilling the tea in this video. I'm going to show you exactly what I am seeing out of these two to make me, I would bet, I don't really bet, but if I were a betting man, I would bet that this happens, that these two end up together. And I have evidence. In the comments, let me know, do you think Sean Strickland and Nina Drama are hooking up? Do you think like this is even deeper? Or am I way off base? Please let me know. Call me an idiot if I'm wrong. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Ultimate Punching, the ultimate MMA channel. I want to thank you all for stopping by. And before I start the video, before I take you down this path of romance, please hit the like button and hit the subscribe button. It helps with the YouTube algorithm and it helps me grow the channel. Well, love is in the air. We're only a few days, weeks away from Valentine's Day, so I thought I'd change things up a bit by telling you guys what I think you already know. What you already know, what you already suspect, that something is going on between Sean Strickland and Nina Drama. Something is going on. And a lot of you online in the comment section, you're like, are you guys hooking up? Are you guys dating? Are you guys this, that, and the other? And none of the above, guys. None of the above is happening. But I will tell you this. Both of them have feelings for one another. I can see it. I can see how they look at one another. I can see how they act around one another. This is not just like we're buddies, right? This is not we are just friends. These are two people who want one another, but it creates a messy situation. Sean Strickland has talked repeatedly about how great the woman he is with is. How he wanted to, I think he said something about how he wanted to go into a Walmart and beat the shit out of some guy because of something. And she's like, well, I don't want to be with a man like that. And so it like brought him down. And she's been his rock. And she's been just this solid lady. And no disrespect to her. Nothing against her at all. She's probably an incredible person. And Nina Drama talks about how she's got, a boyfriend or a husband. I don't know if they're married. I don't know what the situation is. But that guy, same kind of situation. I believe he and Nina are really, they feel like they're in a good relationship. But there is a chemistry between Nina and Sean that she does not have with any of the other fighters she interviews. Not only that, but Sean Strickland is in more of her content than any of the other fighters on the roster. You can say that this is just a friendship. You can say that this is just professional, but I am sorry, I am not buying it. And they may not even realize it themselves yet. But I just know at some point in the next couple of years, they're going to be like, okay, we need to see, like, they're going to admit it to themselves and, come together and something is going to happen. I am so sure of it. And here is my evidence. One of the things that I really got into, like, out of high school and in my first couple years of university, I was a big nerd, right? I was this guy who, I'm still that guy. But anyway, I was this guy who was, like, so scared to talk to girls and, like, I never had a girlfriend and all these different things. And so I did what nerd people do when they don't understand something. They read books. They read books on the subject. So I read a book on the subject. And when I read this book on the subject, it basically taught you a few things that you can do to, like, improve your situation with women. If you want to know the title of the book, let me know in the comments. But what happened is, one of the things that Sean Strickland recently did in a recent interview with Nina, he said that he does not want her, right? He does not want her in a, adult kind of way. He doesn't want to be with her, any of these type of things. And this is like a classic technique that was outlined in this type of book. When you actually want somebody, you take it off the table. You say, no, you're like a little sister to me. You're like a kid to me. Oh, you're like, and immediately, as soon as he said that, like, Nina's body language, it changed. I'm telling you, something happened in that moment. And it's going to get her thinking, like, oh, well, why does he only think of me as a little sister? Why doesn't he think of me as this or that? I'm telling you, man, this stuff is legit. And there's another video in the fight, like, after Sean lost, she's in the changing room. He's there. He's with his woman. He's whatever, right? And then Nina goes, she walks across the room and she, like, unzips her thing, shows her leg to Sean, shows a bruise that they got from doing their little, like, sparring video or whatever. I think he checked one of her kicks, something like that. And it's like, why on earth would you do that? To cheer him up, really? No. This is you presenting yourself as something more than a little sister. Getting him to look at your leg. It's trying to implant something in his mind, a desire. Again, I could be way off base here, but just all the evidence, it seems like, and they're hanging out together all the time and recording it, right? The motocross thing, frankly, I don't know what that thing was where they were shooting all the sparks at each other. It looked like they were like, I know Sean Strickland would never kind of do this, but they were like fighting each other with wizard wands from Harry Potter. That's what it looked like to me. They do shooting, like they just have so much in common. So, and for whatever reason, like when they're doing their interviews and all this stuff together, I am convinced that there's something deeper under the surface, and they may not even realize it. But I am telling you, you could not write a better script for like a romantic comedy. Jake Gyllenhaal, when you're done with Roadhouse, maybe this is something that you could do. You could play Sean Strickland and be like the fighter and the brash guy who goes through this like enlightening experience of growth once you become champion. And then you find this girl who's like, I think she's from the fashion industry and she used to be in magazines and just different things like that, who's like comes from, and I don't know if this is her at all, but like definitely that industry comes with, an air of haute couture and things like that, like higher culture, different things like that. But her coming in and, showing the world your other sides, that you actually have a mind, that you actually can think for yourself, that you're not just this like idiot fighter, but you have opinions and feelings and, all of this different stuff. And then finally coming, and you're both with people, like she's married to some guy who's this film guy or whatever, and you're with this girl who's like helping you become the best version of yourself, and you don't want to hurt her, but at the same time you just see that both of you were meant to be together. I'm telling you, man, this is like Hollywood romantic comedy, like to the highest level. Grand Theft Auto 6 is about you two. Like, they made characters about you. It may just be a coincidence, but like, doesn't it look like both of them? So, I don't know, man. I could be way off base here, and like, by no means do I want anybody to get hurt out of the situation. But for whatever reason, I just feel like there's something going on between Sean Strickland and Nina Drama that is more than just a professional relationship, and it's more than just a friendship. She like the day Sean won the title, she filmed herself screaming for Sean Strickland, and like, if it was like my best friend, right? Of course I would be pumped that they did this amazing thing, right? But just the level of emotion behind that, I don't buy it. There's something more there. I'm telling you, there's something more there. Anyway, both to Sean Strickland and Nina Drama. If I am off base, I apologize. I truly do. It's it's not my place to interfere in the personal relationships of other people, but I am seeing something, and I can guarantee you the rest of the MMA online community is seeing the exact same thing. They are misinterpreting it, though. They're thinking this is like, you know, a hookup, whatever type of thing. No, that's not what this is. This is like a deeper, like soulmates kind of thing. That's what I'm seeing here. So, yeah. I apologize. I don't really apologize. This was a fun video to make. Anyway, let me know what you guys think in the comments, and thank you all for stopping by.